said right now. Everything looks okay. They're just gonna reset the the stage
The game
striking and
count.
the overall score count.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the rest of the bracket, Kenneth actually beat AZ. That's surprising. And then we have
Nice.
Ralph versus Gyron and Arcanine versus Alexis in winners.
Alright. Maybe we'll see a Nautilus Ditto out of Kenneth and Arcanine.
Yeah, that would be. Oh man, you don't see too many Nautilus Dittos these days.
Alright,
All right,
so
Kragg time. Let's see what stage we're
they've
going
immediately
to.
banned all of the large stages.
Oh yeah. Oh well, I mean they banned Treetop, so we're going to Rockwall. How fitting! 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright. And we got MSB with quite the start, although MSB answers, or Farewell answers right back. I don't know if I've mixed up names already or what.
Failwell's the red one.
Yeah,
Just,
I know, but I think I might have just said the wrong names to begin with.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Yep. Alright, so getting into the game here, not able to get that up air kill from MSB there. That would have been a very early stock. I really like this matchup in particular because, one, like, these are two people who I view as, the best Kraggs in the scene right now because Gecko doesn't play that much. And it's just a very interesting clash of styles.
Good up air from Farewell to take that stock. Although now he's in a situation, although MSB decides not to try and parry the side special, instead going for a forward air and gets hit because of that.
Yup. And we see Farewell at 133% right here.
Let's see how much extra credit he can build on this stock.
Looking like a lot so far. It got 37%. Just slowly chipping away at MSB, making it harder and harder and harder for him to actually come back and take this game.
Good up tilt to get himself out of the edge guard scenario. Although he does get parried and that down smash is going to take it.
Yup, so 78% is the number that he has to come back from. Slowly gaining as well.
I always find it really interesting when Kragg decide to do the mid-air side B as a pseudo combo breaker,
Ooh.
especially in the Ditto because it actually serves its purpose because Kragg does not have the area mobility to catch up.
Yeah,
so you
absolutely.
can't really have an answer for it. And we actually see Farewell implementing a lot of side special into this. Maybe it's just because of his overall lack of the other specials that he doesn't seem to like. But it's definitely getting him some situations that most people wouldn't normally see out of a Kragg player.
Oh, absolutely. And that's, I think that's his biggest strength is that he does the things that you're not going to be expecting.
Oh, wow.
The hard read right there just goes full charge.
Yeah. So going into game 2, I would honestly like to see MSB try and play a bit more patient than he was and try and really scope out when Farewell is going to use those side specials and try and get a punish off of them with a parry or with a strong attack to knock him off or knock him away.
Well, very early on right here, seeing the lead for Farewell go up even more. I don't really understand why MSB would go for, some strong attacks in a situation like this. I get, trying to mix things up and catch your opponent off guard, but he needs to be getting in some solid damage and not something that, can leave him wide open like a strong attack like that.
A strong attack at about 30% is just usually only good for an occasional mix-up when you know you have the setup. Whereas in a lot of these situations, it's just not appropriate. A rock trade right over there.
Yup. Double rock break. There's no appropriate joke to make when two rocks break, because, when two rasters are playing, you can say, don't cross the streams, but I don't know what you would say in this case.
I don't know. Oh, my stream's buffering. That's not a good sign.
Oh, still fine for me. Farewell living at a very high percent, 197. He is taking this stock all the way, but gets down smashed off the top there.
Alright. So just to confirm, is MSB at 84?
Yes, he is.
Alright.
To Farewell 16 right now.
Okay, we're back in the action.
Jeez, he's
Ooh,
fast.
a good read on the tech roll with the down smash, but it's not quite going to do it, but it is going to give him... It's going to send MSB far enough for him to be able to take center stage.
Yep,
Something which I actually find to be super important. Like, it's important in almost every matchup, but especially in a Kragg Ditto when you've got such strong moves at your disposal.
for sure. But, you know, Farewell was able to close out that last stock with this patented up smash.
And that was a really interesting he decided to go for. He decided to go for, it was almost I think it might have been a reverse back air into an up tilt, and he was going to continue it. It was over on the left side, but it didn't work out, but I was just surprised that he was going to go for it in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw him going for an interesting combo off that parry there, but not actually working out for him as my stream is now taking the time to buffer.
Oh, man. Okay. Oh, I was so confused by the ad.
Oh, God.
Oh, he was stuck on the rock. That situation where the rock is just barely over the edge. Oh, he went way too low when he got spiked by MSB. So now we've got one stock apiece, but MSB at a much higher percent. We'll have to see if he can clutch the comeback.
I think he can do it, but against Farewell, you know, he's going to be throwing out a lot of those up smashes, and MSB has to be very aware not to run into them.
He's got quite the mountain to climb. But he's slowly making it back.
He is.
Ooh, that was a good mix-up from Farewell on his side special. The one time that MSB did try and go for the, or one of the few times he did go for the parry attempt, it did an immediate turnaround.
I can't believe he didn't die there from that up air.
Okay. Oh.
So
read the
close.
panic
This
roll.
is anyone's game.
Okay. Ooh. That was
nair.
and he DI'd out on the nair, and that killed.
Oh, that's the worst. All right.
Going to game 3.
I'm pretty sure this is still best of 3.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe next game is best of 5, and then we'll be hopping off there.
Yeah.
Wait, Ralph lost?
Oh, wow. Really?
Ralph lost to Gyron.
Wait, what character is Ralph playing?
If this does not count for his PR, Kenneth, you're fired.
I was wondering why Shen said rip losers bracket. I didn't care to look, and I should have.
Oh man.
If Gyron actually legitimately beat him, then
that's unbelievable. That's Ralph's first tournament.
Kudos to Gyron.
Either way, I mean that is Ralph's first tournament loss. So
yeah,
that's insane. But yeah, game 3 right here. Early percent lead for MSB.
I see we went to Tower of Heaven, our equivalent of Battlefield.
Yup.
Some would argue probably the most neutral stage, if it's not Rockwall. Oh wow,
that rock just killing.
Rock. I was not expecting the snipe.
Yeah, I guess MSB just wasn't expecting that, because that has to have been poor DI.
Yeah, that and how far he was off the stage definitely lent itself to, like, if you didn't DI straight in or straight up and in, then you would have suffered the same fate.
Right. But we're back to even here in game 3. The winner of this will be moving on, so definitely very tense here for both players. One thing I will say about Farewell is he does not crack under pressure.
No, he does not. And we see him just covering so much ground whenever he sees an opening and gets MSB off of his case to try and come with as much of a follow-up as possible. Tries to go for an up strong there when MSB is recovering, but it doesn't quite connect.
I'm curious why Farewell goes for a lot of these down smashes off of the parry, because he'll go for a down air into down smash when I think up smash would be more efficient. I don't fully understand, I don't fully know Kragg to his highest potential, but it seems like it'd be more efficient to go for an up smash, something like that.
It might also just be it's a time thing because down strong is by far his fastest strong attack. So it might just be he wants to get that thing, he wants to get it set up, and because it hits on both sides of him, it kind of helps with spacing. So if they land either like just behind him or just in front of him, he can still cover that option.
Right,
Whereas
absolutely.
if you go behind somebody and you're charging an up strong, you get that really funky hitbox.
All right, so yeah, it's the safe option, but we are down to final stock here. 40% separates the two.
Yep.
Both of them not wanting to make that first commitment, not wanting to get parried and caught out.
Yep. And neither of them seem to want to break the pillar whenever it comes into play.
Yeah,
both trying
for sure.
to use down specials to go through it.
Farewell should be taking the aggression here. He has the percent lead. He needs to take this while he can. Oh, that pillar being parried. Oh my god.
Good stuff, MSB.
Oh.